Jeff Koenig, Property Prep, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to our next project. Come on in. We're here on the east side of Milwaukee in a duplex, in a luxury home actually. So this is a pair suite or another unit that you can rent out for some extra income. This homeowner wanted to update this unit and make sure that it was ready for the next tenant. It hasn't been updated for a long time, as you'll see as we're going through. We're entering into what is the dining space, which is a little strange coming off of the entryway up the stairs and probably a little bit cold. So what we're going to do here is we have this window that is creating a lot of the problem. And usually when we design HVAC systems, we always want a radiator in front of every window. You'll see that in old homes. So we have this funky design where there was an island with a radiator under it. We're going to relocate the radiator to right underneath the window to provide more heat to the cold air that's coming across it, and also allow the island to go all the way to the wall and make more sense. While we're doing this demolition of the island, we're going to get rid of the range because it's really difficult to get any sort of venting, as well as this huge obstruction of the visual of the brand new kitchen, which we're going to be installing. We're going to build an island here, and we're going to be able to have storage on both sides, and we're going to be able to have a 12-inch overhang. So instead of this awkward dining room space, we're going to have room in this one-bedroom apartment to have space for 2 people to eat comfortably, or maybe 3 if you put a stool on the outside. There is still room over here for a 2-person table. Once we take this soffit out, we're going to re-drywall the ceiling, and we're going to take out this linoleum floor, and hopefully there is refinishable hardwoods under it. We're going to refinish the entire unit because these floors haven't been refinished in a while. This is an electric appliance package, and we're going to stick with that. And we're going to go to a range though instead. Right now we have a separate cooktop and we have a separate oven. We are going to get rid of that in favor of a range and a small cabinet to the side. Then we're going to have a single sink with a disposal and under cabinet lighting. And then we're going to have cabinetry that goes 48-inch all the way around, eliminating this door right here, putting in a Lazy Susan, and making the corner to the refrigerator, which will sit against the wall here. Let's head into the other room and I'll show you the living room. Right here, there is some window work going on, making sure that all the ropes and pulleys have been restored and that the windows are functioning properly. Any sort of glass that is needing to be replaced will be replaced, and these windows will work perfectly after their restoration. This floor in here will be refinished as well as a great coat of paint because all these colors don't go so well. And another pro tip is not to let your tenants paint. Use a neutral color, use it all the way around on the ceiling and walls. That's called color drenching in high-end construction, but in property management it's called easy. So follow me into the next room and we'll show you what we're doing here. We have this ugly carpeting, and carpeting in Wisconsin never does well. And we want to remove this and hope that there is beautiful hardwood floor here that can be renovated and brought back to its original glory as well. What makes me think that there's hardwood floor here is we have a shoe molding, and a shoe molding is usually a sign that we have flooring underneath. The bathroom in this property was already remodeled, so we won't be touching this. Going into the bedroom, there's some water damage, some damage to the ceiling, and these fans are rocking back and forth. That's not a fan rated box, and that's really dangerous because over time the wires can break. So what we're going to do here is make sure that the fan is in a fan rated box, and we're going to get a new one for the homeowner so that we don't have this rocking back and forth, which is distracting and a safety hazard. And then instead of having these 2 entries to the bedroom, this one will be blocked off just like the kitchen plan entailed. So there's only 1 entry, creating an easier place to place furniture and a more private and seamless bedroom, making this a great 1-bedroom for people to live. We're half a block from the lake and in a beautiful location. This apartment's going to turn out great once we do all the patching to the drywall and put in a new kitchen with solid surface countertops, and then resand the floors. Welcome back to the finished project. We're here on our Lake Drive remodel for this small apartment. Want to show you what the finished product looked like? Come on in. We're standing in the living room as we enter, and this was a little bit of an awkward layout, but you'll notice that we removed the huge optical impediment here and we have a wide open view to the kitchen. And I think the biggest portion of this project and the biggest success was that we were able to create an L-shaped kitchen where there wasn't one before, eliminating an awkward door that went to a bedroom and creating more usable counter space. Come on into the kitchen and let me show you some of the details that set this apart from other kitchens. We use quartz countertops, which are really important for tenants because they are more resistant to scratching and to heat than granite or a natural stone would be, and they wear much better than laminate that you would see in a traditional property. The homeowner also wanted to make sure that we were getting peak rent for this, and making sure that we use premium finishes made sure that they could get the most rent for this property. The maximum that you can overhang without inserting steel is 12 inches. We created that 12 inches, and this allows for stools to come into the back side here for people to eat, since there isn't a great dining area. There's a place for a two-person table, but you can have additional seating and places to have a bigger party. And the way we accomplish this is we use base cabinets on this side, and we use upper cabinets here, built up on a 2x4 base. So that's really a hack to be able to get a shorter island rather than putting back-to-back base cabinets, which would have interfered right here with the casing and interfered with the amount of space we needed to put a two-person table. The homeowner contracted someone else to do the window tuning, which means that new ropes and pulleys were installed so the windows functioned clearly, and then installed new blinds. Throughout the whole property, we did a new electrical service, which included also changing all the light fixtures out to ones that were specified by the property manager, as well as making them all fan-rated boxes so any of them can have a fan safely without wiggling back and forth. The color throughout is a nice blue color that wouldn't be what we would use in a rental property, but for this person, it makes sense across their whole portfolio. Come on into the kitchen, let me show you some more details. We had discussed in the original video that we had hoped that the hardwood floor was salvageable under here. Unfortunately, it was not, so it would have required new hardwood. That wasn't in the budget, so the homeowner elected laminate be installed instead. This is a 13 by 13 tile, and while it doesn't look 100% like tile, it's pretty darn close until you're right up on it. And as we come back into the kitchen, we totally reconfigured it. As you recall, I believe the sink was in the middle over here. We moved it outboard to the window. You always want a sink near a window if you can, just because it's nice to look outside while you're doing the dishes, and it provides some natural light. This is a single bowl sink, and it's nice to have a single bowl in property management because it's less plumbing to go wrong. It's less expensive to cut one hole that's this size, and the granite or stone supplier will often buy these in bulk and be able to resell them at a very affordable price. That's a quick tip, and something that you should always ask is ask if the stone supplier can install and provide the sink for you. Under the sink we have a disposal InSinkErator brand, and that is something that some people like in property management and some don't. I would tell you that that's one of the biggest sources of maintenance requests that we have, and it's also something that's expected at a premium price point. Attached to the disposal is a stainless steel Whirlpool dishwasher, and also next to that we have an induction range. Induction is not something we recommend in rental properties, but it was important for this person to have this. but it requires special pots and pans, and it also has a glass top. Typically, if you were going to use electric, we would recommend the old-fashioned style with the coils on it, so that if something were to be smashed down on it, that you don't have to replace the entire glass top and could just do the individual coil, which is better for property management. It's repairable. There was a hood installed, and that is recirculating because there was not pre-existing ventilation to the outside, and that was not in the budget. We used 42-inch upper cabinets in a Dover white color. They have beautiful hinges on them that are quiet close. All the drawers are full maple with dovetailing. We were able to go up because of the ceiling height with 42-inch cabinets. Cabinets come standard in 30, 36, and 42. 42 gives the feeling of a larger space and also lets us have more storage for the tenants. If you come over here, you'll see where there was a door and how we were able to accomplish eliminating that door here, creating more space in this corner by using a blind corner cabinet. And the property owner wanted to reuse the existing refrigerator and microwave, but this is actually specified to hold a Liebherr stainless steel matching unit, which is a smaller, more compact and vertical unit. This is obviously not ideal, but once you put the Liebherr in, it'll look like it was installed. As is code, there's an outlet on the island, which is essential for complying with local ordinances, but also nice for ease of use. That wouldn't have been something that was here when the property was originally built. Throughout this whole unit, we had the original floors, which are made of maple, and they're not perfect, but we were able to sand them down, and we put a coat of sealer on and 3 coats of finish. I think they really brightened up the space because they had a yellowish hue before, and now they are blonde in color, which I think reflects the light beautifully, especially with the blue on the walls. The property owner supplied their own fixtures, and we don't recommend fans in any properties because they tend to catch dust and throw it across the entire ceiling, tending to be a maintenance nightmare. This one is also shrouded, so it's going to be really hard to clean, and it also has sort of this computer fan style thing inside. So I don't think the longevity is going to be there. I know one of the fixtures was DOA. I don't have a ton of confidence in this fixture, but this is the style that they wanted, and that's what they're going to get. We're walking from the living room into the transitional space between the bedroom and the bathroom. This is now its own space without a weird walkthrough into the kitchen, and I think this unit really flows differently and works better for someone who's an individual or a couple living here. So come on in. Off to my right, there's some built-in cabinetry that was existing. The ceiling was an absolute disaster, so we skimmed over the entire thing in the entire property and made sure that it was completely flat and up to modern standards. Unfortunately here, we wanted to refinish the floors as well, but there was cat urine stains, and there were boards that were screwed down with drywall screws throughout to avoid some of the creaking you hear in this floor because it's so old. While it would have been a better decision probably for the longevity to switch it over to hardwood flooring, it was cost prohibitive. So we went back with a carpet, and usually in rental properties you'll see this really high pile frisee, and this tighter knit stuff that we installed here, much better for longevity, much easier to clean, and I think a much better project in general. We're here in the bathroom. This bathroom was done prior to our being here and not our part of our renovation or our scope, but just wanted you to see that there was a bathroom included with this unit. We're in the bedroom now that received the same carpet treatment as the hallway, and you'll see some patches on the wall. This was the last of the plaster repairs in this property, and the homeowner will make sure that they are responsible for the paint because that was not part of our scope. This received the same carpeting as the hallway and creates a uniform flow all the way through, making sure that when you're on the way to the closet in the hallway in the morning, that your feet don't get cold. This concludes our walkthrough of this space. I think what is really noteworthy here is we did this on time, on budget. We were able to change the flow with some minor edits to the floor plan, making this a completely usable and modern space. We were able to upgrade the electrical service to a modern standard, so there are no longer fuses, and we have breakers that are safer, easier to use, and we'll make it so that a tenant is able to flip the breaker themselves. No one knows how to use fuses and they scare the crap out of me. Things that maybe would have been different is that we would have preferred to supply the light fixtures and do the painting, so everything were done on time. But other than that, this unit turned out wonderfully, and I think that this is going to be a great home for someone that they rented to. If you have any questions, or if you want to work with us in Milwaukee, our contact information is down below. As always, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next video.